Coronavirus presentation, David Collins, Bremen University, Sociology 436. Who are the major parties in trying to resolve the coronavirus? President Donald Trump, Vice President Mike Pence, the Center for Disease Control, the World Health Organization, and Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security are responsible for creating a task force to deal with the coronavirus pandemic. My sources are Sun, H 2020 CDC, the top U.S. public health agency, is sidelined during coronavirus pandemic. It gives the URL, Johns Hopkins Medicine homepage, no date given, health retrieved, and the URL, Spinley L 2020, coronavirus vaccine, when will it be ready? And it gives the URL, Kraus L 2020, when will the coronavirus end? COVID-19, containment, vaccine pandemic, and the URL. Where the coronavirus was confirmed and how it started. The coronavirus was confirmed in December of 2019 in Wuhan, China. According to the article published by Johns Hopkins Medicine, the virus started when people ate seafood. After the people ate the infected seafood in China and became ill, the virus could be spread through a fever. My sources are Johns Hopkins Medicine homepage, no date given, health retrieved, and then the URL, Taylor D 2020, a time of coronavirus pandemic, and then the URL is given. The coronavirus does damage to globalization. Fear of the spread of the coronavirus has damaged globalization with closed borders. Trade with China by multiple countries is stopped, and immigration from multiple borders is discontinued in many countries. Syria, Afghanistan, Central America are just some examples of countries that have stopped immigration. Britain abandons the European Union and starts customs checks on both sides of the English Channel. All the events listed have done damage to globalization. This is shown in the New York Times article. A global outbreak is fueling the backlash to globalization. The globalization theory in society and culture shows its viewer how different cultures and countries must work together in issues of immigration and trade to make globalization successful. My sources are Klan Academy, 2014, April 28, Globalization Theories, Society and Culture, and then it gives the URL, Goodman, PS, 2020, Globalization Outbreak is fueling the backlash of globalization, and it gives my URL. The World Health Organization declares the coronavirus a global health emergency. The coronavirus pandemic became a global emergency because the spread of the virus. The virus has spread to many different countries outside China. The Trump administration bans entry of anyone that has traveled to China within a 14-day period of time, excluding members of American families or citizens that live in the United States. Companies such as General Motors, Hanes, Christian Sparrow have started production of products needed to treat the coronavirus. These products are items such as hospital gowns and respirators. The World Health Organization is encouraging people to stay home to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. This measure is not just done in the U.S., but in other countries as well. My sources are Taylor D. 2020, a timeline of coronavirus pandemic, and it gives the URL, Huddleston T. 2020, how small business owners are coping with COVID-19 pandemic, it was my civic duty to be part of the solution, and it gives a URL. Effects of the coronavirus on globalization. Italy quarantined its industrial communities as the coronavirus spread across the country. Italy is one of the global contributors of auto parts in Germany and in Europe. Globalization has been affected in shopping, the trade, production of products, travel because people are staying home to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. People not traveling from one place to another hurts economic globalization in the areas of tourism, business, travel, shopping, and education. My sources are Klan Academy, 2014, April 28, Globalization Theories and Culture, and then the URL, Goodman PS, 2020, Globalization Outbreak is Fueling Backlash to Globalization, the URL, MD Steger, 2017, Globalization, a very short introduction, and it gives the information that I used from our textbook, address, what have you. The effects of the coronavirus on globalization continue. Analysts of the stock market are fearful of a recession and uncertain stock market. Oil production in Saudi Arabia has been cut 20% since 1991. The coronavirus is expected to have negative effects on business for oil experts in the near future. The oil market is one of more global market that is affected by the coronavirus pandemic. The oil market could be in conflict with Russia and cause price negotiations. There is also discussion about Russia's relationship with the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. My sources were Amaro 2020, How Bad Could It Get? Economists predict how the coronavirus could hurt the global economy, and the URL, Goodman PS 2020, Global Outbreak is Fueling Backlash Globalization, the URL, Meredith S. 2020, Saudi Arabia unveils plans to maximize oil output, escalating price war with Russia, and the URL. The coronavirus vaccine. There is speculation as to when the coronavirus will have a vaccine. It has been estimated that the virus will have a vaccine by the end of 2020. A critic of this estimation, Professor Anelius Wilder Smith with London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, estimates in the article by Laura Spanley with the Guardian that the vaccine development could be around 18 months from now. The research for this presentation did not show any future predictions on the vaccine or when the virus would end. My sources are Spanley L. 2020 Coronavirus Vaccine. When will it be ready? It gives the URL. Class 20 Kraus L. 2020. When will coronavirus end? COVID-19 containment, vaccine predictions, and the URL. What will change with the coronavirus in the future? There's speculation as to how the coronavirus pandemic will change in the future. The list of predictions are as follows. People will work from home more. Education will be examined as far as how subjects are taught with technology. Healthcare must be accessible to all individuals in the future. Teleconferencing will become common in the future in employment, education, healthcare, and social interactions. I've listed my sources at the bottom. What will happen to the main players who are dealing with the coronavirus pandemic now. The main players who are dealing with the coronavirus will be part of history regardless of whether the American public likes them or not. Donald Trump, Mike Pence, the World Health Organization, and the task force that was created by these parties of people will be part of history. Coronavirus and globalization in the future. Aurelius Wilder Smith with London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine estimates in an article by Laura Spinley with The Guardian that the vaccine development could be around 18 months from now. There is no way to know when the coronavirus will be over. This means that globalization will continue to be hindered due to the lack of business travel, people staying home in quarantine, and there is no business trade domestically or globally. The next slide of this presentation shows how the future may be aimed towards anti-globalization. I put my sources at the bottom. What must happen with the coronavirus and globalization? In order for globalization to continue to be successful, there must be the following actions. The following actions must be taken. Research to control the coronavirus must continue. There must be a vaccine for the coronavirus developed in the near future. The task force that was created by the CDC and WHO must continue to monitor the coronavirus and other pandemics in the future. China must not have control of the pharmaceutical market, antibiotics, and other drugs needed to treat the coronavirus and other illnesses in the future. And my URLs and sources are listed at the bottom of this slide. What must happen with the coronavirus and globalization continued to make globalization successful after the research on the coronavirus gives people answers to how to control the virus, and the following steps must be taken. Trade between countries and global communities must continue. Borders must open to continue migration and immigration. The oil markets must be stabilized to help consumers in all countries involved in the oil industry. And my sources and URLs are listed at the bottom. I am running out of time. I'm at 13 minutes, and you can read my other 4 slides with the sources. I had trouble putting it in APA format, and I'm also dealing with speech impediment, and then this assignment has been difficult. Thank you for bearing with me.